while everyone is now obsessed with gifts and presents, full of joy and happiness, decorating their Christmas trees, putting presents beneath and waiting for Santa, New Year, whatever holiday you are celebrating at this time of the year. Did you know that this all traditions are from pagan worships of many gods and have nothing to do with God of Israel or birth of Jesus Christ? We trace the origins of the Christmas tree back to ancient Egypt and also to many other pagan religions before Christ. Ancient Egyptians used to decorate conifers and made wreaths as well as garlands to celebrate Ra, the sun god. They believed that winter came every year because Ra was sick. On the 21st or 22nd of December, during the solstice, the population used to celebrate Ra by filling their home with beautiful evergreen trees. Ra was a hawk-headed man carrying the solar disk, worshipped all over Egypt. Ancient Egyptians believed that the solstice symbolized the triumph of life over death. Evergreens were the symbol of rebirth and joy. The solstice means the sun stands still in Latin. It marks a season change and happens when the sun's zenith is at its furthest point from the equator. Those who served a wide variety of roles in the ancient Celtic cultures celebrated the solstice. They decorated their temples with evergreen boughs to celebrate life. Evergreen plants like the mistletoe are closely tied to Baldur, the Viking sun god. The plant was used as an arrow to kill him. Fortunately, he was resurrected. Frigga, the goddess of love, his mother, was delighted and forbade anyone to use this plant as a weapon. She then encouraged people to kiss under the mistletoe to celebrate love, and that tradition is still present to this day. They also had a human sacrifice to please the gods. If you watch the Hollywood movie with Nicolas Cage, Wicker Man, that is from Druid's sacrifice. They offered human sacrifices for those who were gravely sick or in danger of death in battle. Huge wickerwork images were filled with living men and then burned. Although the Druids preferred to sacrifice criminals, they would choose innocent victims if necessary. The Romans knew that the solstice would help farms and orchards to be green and fruitful. In the honor of god Saturn, god of agriculture, they called the occasion Saturnalia and decorated their homes and temples with evergreen boughs. Modern Christmas tradition as we know it today, started in Germany in 16th century by Martin Luther, who was Protestant reformer. Germans brought this custom to Pennsylvania. William Bradford, the second governor of New England, viewed the decorated trees as a pagan symbol and wanted to outlaw this tradition. Despite all his efforts, the influx of Germans and Irish immigrants helped promote the Christmas trees. What Bible say about Christmas trees and pagan tradition? Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Nimrod, a pagan in Babylon, was the first before the Egyptians and Romans, and he is credited with inventing sun worship. The moon worship also originates from his mother and later wife, Semiramis. She has many names, including Ashtoreth, Ishtar, Isis, Rhea, and Lakshmi in Indian, yet they all mean the same thing. Whichever religion you follow, she ultimately becomes the moon goddess. The sun god is the symbol of heaven, but during creation, the sun god was represented by a bull, and the moon by a cow. Worshipping the bull or the golden calf is equivalent to worshipping the devil. Shem, the son of Noah, captured Nimrod and hacked Nimrod's body into many pieces. When Semiramis had her child, she claimed Nimrod had impregnated her as the rays of the sun had fallen upon her womb. This sun god child was named Tammuz. He died later during a hunting trip, and his body was found slumped over a rotten tree trunk. His mother said that a pine tree sprouts from the rotten trunk, and every year, on the 25th of December, it was common for people to take a pine tree home and decorate it with gold and silver, as a symbol of the rebirth of Tammuz, false son of the sun god. The priestesses fasted and wept for 40 days and 40 nights over the death of Tammuz at the foot of the pine tree, and once finished, they thanked each other by exchanging gifts, which were placed at the foot of the pine tree. Therefore, in the modern world, nothing is new under the sun, just a different story about baby Jesus, who is actually Tammuz. Who are you celebrating in December, or Ra, or Saturn, who is told by modern churches and emperors who want to save the peace in their country by reconciling pagan and Christian, so that everyone can be happy. But that is false teaching. In the next video, I'll be more in detail about modern celebrating Christmas and the customs of man today and its roots. But, don't trust me. Just go and research for yourself and read the Bible, and God will open your eyes. Peace and blessing to all.